Isang mapayapang gabi. At nang biglang, "Wah! Ano yun? Hala! Ano yun? May pagyanig ba ng lupa? Ay, teka lang. Bakit nga ba ako tatakbo? Balik na nga lang ako sa higaan. Naalala ko lang noong grade 8 ako, piniliwanag ang kahulugan ng earthquake sa science. Di ba? Earthquake is a term used for an intense or sudden shaking of the outermost layer of the earth, caused by a sudden release of stored energy, producing seismic waves that traveled along faults. It is either caused by volcanic activity or tectonic movement. Tectonic siguro ito kasi wala naman na malapit na volcano rito. Tingin ninyo, pakiramdam ko talaga dinuyan ako na parang baby. Nahilo ata ako. Pero teka, naalala ko rin yung seismic wave. Ano nga ba yun? Teka. Dapat maalala ko. Ay, teka, palalim na ng palalim na ang gabi. Sana wala nang mga aftershocks. O siya, mag-sleep na muna ako ulit. At marami pa akong dapat tandaan bukas sa aking pag-aaral. Nighty-night! Kinabukasan, magandang araw! Balik na naman sa pag-alaala para sa aking pag-aaral. Dapat kasi focus na para magandang makuhang grado. Bago ako ulit natulog, ang huling natanong ko sa aking sarili ay tungkol sa seismic waves. Tama ba ako? The seismic waves are waves of energy that are caused by the sudden breaking of rock within the earth. It is an energy that travels through the earth's interior. Seismographs then record it. Tapos ano pa ba yun? Kailangan ko maalala. Dapat maalala ko nga yung types of seismic waves. Primary waves, secondary waves, at surface waves. Malalaman daw naming lalo sa paggawa ng aming assignment. Research time na! Makatayo na nga. Paglipas ng ilang oras na paghahanda, base sa nabasa ko, what makes primary waves, secondary waves, and surface waves differ from each other? Surface waves are like water waves and travel just under the Earth's surface. They propagated when the source of the earthquake is close to the Earth's surface. Surface waves travel slowly than S waves, but are regarded as the most destructive type of seismic waves. P waves, or primary waves, or pressure waves, travel fast through the Earth because of its speed. P waves are the first waves to be recorded by a seismograph during an earthquake. P waves propagate through materials by alternately compressing and expanding the medium. S waves, or secondary waves, shear waves, or shaking waves, are transverse waves that travel slower than P waves. The particle motion of S waves is perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. Parang naalala ko yung experiment namin sa rope at sa slinky noong grade 7 ako. Pwede i-connect doon sa P waves at S waves. Nakakatuwa. Nare-relate ko yung ideya na nakuha ko noong grade 7 at 8 sa topic namin ngayon. Wait. Hala, may pumasok na naman sa isip ko noong grade 8. Narinig ko ulit yung term kasi kahapon sa discussion yung epicenter at focus. The epicenter is a point on the surface of the earth directly above the focus of the earthquake. The focus is the point within the earth from which earthquake or seismic waves originate. Seismic waves spread out from the focus of an earthquake. Structures near the epicenter experience more shaking and more damage. Structure farther from the epicenter experience less shaking and less damage. This one, the epicenter, is the point on the surface directly above the focus. Then the earthquake begins at the focus. Seismic waves spread out in all directions from the focus. Dahil naalala ko na lahat ng pinag-aralan ko nung nakaraan, pag-aaralan ko naman yung naka-assign na task sa amin ngayon. Medyo mahirap lang minsan mag-adjust, buti na lang at may paraan para makahanap ng sources. Locating earthquake's epicenter using triangulation method. Pero, ano nga ba ang triangulation? Triangulation is a mathematical method for locating the epicenter of an earthquake using three or more data sets from seismographic or seismic stations. E ano naman kaya ang seismograph? A seismograph that records the seismic waves of an earthquake is an instrument for data collection for earthquake monitoring. Sabi rin doon sa nabasa ko, in determining the location of an earthquake, they need records from three different seismographs or seismic stations. Kaya importante na tatlo talaga yung stations. At parang katunog ng triangle yung term kasi three-sided. Ay, yun pala yun. Then, some information is the time takes by P waves and S waves to travel through the Earth and arrive at seismographic or seismic stations. Research tayo na sa net! At ang kanyang nabasa sa internet, matignan nga ng maintindihan. A seismograph records earthquake activity by plotting its vibrations on a sheet of paper that creates a seismogram. An example of the seismogram below shows three different recording stations. Sabi pa rito, it needs to have three given seismic stations using the triangulation method. The triangulation method is the best way of finding the epicenter's location and the time occurrence of the earthquake, knowing that P or primary waves travel faster than S or secondary waves. P waves will arrive at the given seismograph or seismic station sooner than S waves. There is a time difference between the arrival of P wave and S wave. The distance between the first P wave and the first S wave tells you the time apart waves are. Tignan ko nga itong reading na ito. Mukhang makakatulong ito sa assignment ko. So ngayon, tinetype ko na ang tungkol sa collecting data from the recording stations. So, sa reading na ito, makikita na magkaibang oras dumating sa Station A ang P at S waves. So, dapat alamin ang time difference which is 4.10 minutes. Sa Station B naman ay may pagkakaiba na 3.20 minutes ang pagdating ng P-wave at ng S-wave. Sa station C naman ay may reading na 3:01 na pagdating ng P-wave at sa S-wave naman ay 3:03 p.m. So may time difference na 2 minutes. Ngayon, alam ko na ang time difference ng pagdating ng P-wave at S-wave sa mga seismic stations na lalapit na. Ito naman yung susunod na gagawin. The next step is to plot the P-wave and S-wave using the travel time curves, time over distance curve plot, in finding the distance traveled by the wave for each station from the earthquake's epicenter. In finding the unique epicenter distance, the travel time of P-wave and S-wave travel times is equal to the difference you calculated from the seismogram. So we take a piece of paper and mark off the difference in arrival time. Yung pulang mark ang indicator ng time difference sa first station. We move the paper until the two tick marks line up with the P and S curves. When tick marks line up, go straight down and read the epicenter distance. The epicenter distance of 2,800 km. So, ang epicenter distance ay 2,800 kilometers base sa lumabas sa graph. Ito na ngayon yung para sa Station A. Paano kaya yung sa Station B at C? Again, we take a piece of paper and mark off the difference in arrival time. Tignan naman natin yung Station B. Again, we move the paper until the two tick marks line up with the P and S curves. When tick marks line up, go straight down and read the epicenter distance. Epicenter distance of 2,000 kilometers. Sa epicenter distance ay 2,000 kilometers base sa lumabas sa graph. Ito na ngayon yung sa Station B. Isa na lang, Station C. We take another piece of paper and mark off the difference in arrival time. Tignan naman natin yung Station C. Again, we move the paper until the two tick marks line up with the P and S curves. When tick marks line up, go straight down and read the epicenter distance. The epicenter distance of 1,100 kilometers. Sa Station C naman, na distance ay 1,100 kilometers. Kompleto na. May susunod pa kayang pwedeng gawin? Make a scale before using the map. Use a drafting compass and set it to the appropriate length for the distance from the first location to the epicenter. Place the compass point to the first station and draw a circle using the given distance as the radius. Repeat the step for the other two locations. The place where the intersection of the three circles will serve as the earthquake's epicenter. Ito na yung huling gagawin. Nasaan nga ba ang aking drafting compass? So, ganito pala kung paano gamitin ang drafting compass. Madali lang pala intindihin. Yes, tapos na ako sa assignment.